And hey guys, welcome back. We're back here on the Craftholic server, Feed the Beast. As you can see, we're in the twilight. We're about, 600 meters, I guess it is, 600 blocks from our portal. And yeah, you guys might have seen the last time I found some of these little smoky things. And yeah, as you can see here, we also found a nice little Hydra hill. I figured I'd go ahead and do the fight on video. I actually had found a Naga back that way, and I already killed him. They're not too hard. I was able to kill him with probably about 4 or 5 shots of the bow. If you guys haven't seen it yet, we've got a Power 5, Infinity 1, Flame 1 bow going on. So yeah, I think we could pretty much take out the Hydra. The power armor, or power suit, is pretty overpowered. We have collected some of these, a few more of these little smoke things here. I'm still not quite sure how I want to use those, but they seem pretty cool. So let's swing around here, and as you can see, the Hydra bar just popped up there. And there's our little guy right there. A little bit of lag. Let's let things load in. And so, from what I understand, each head does a different type of damage. One of them can shoot fire, another one can do explosions, all kinds of different stuff. So, and we've also got one of these greatwood trees here, so I really don't want to destroy that too much. But as you can see, he's already been torching pretty much everything. He just torched a bird or a squirrel or something there. That's kind of funny. But I also understand that he's got a chest in there. Wow, he's just torching all those little animals, aren't he? Or isn't he? But yeah, as you can see, there's 3 heads, and then a large body and tail to deal with. So yeah, I'm kind of doing this for the first time. I had fought one of these once before, but got killed doing it, and I had like this frost magic wand. It was back on a different Feed the Beast server. And so I've actually never killed one of these all the way. We're going to go ahead and get our water bucket, just in case we need to put ourselves out. I might just dig myself a little hole by the belly of it, put the water down, and just continually keep shooting them with the bow, which I don't know, can we? No, we can't hurt him from here. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to hurt him with the bow at all. I think I had to be within a certain range. So yeah, let's do this. Oh wow, he's beating on me. Why am I not hurting him? Okay, you gotta shoot the heads. Ooh, wow, he's doing some good damage to me. I did not expect that much damage. Okay, let's just kind of keep moving. So yeah, as you guys can see, even for having, whoa, power suit armor, he's still taking a nice chunk out of my health. But it's really not too bad. Lots of health. These guys are just so much health. Why am I not doing damage? Am I too far away? Probably too far away. Trying to get full bow draws here. Oh wow. So much damage. We've almost got him. It would be smart not to stand right in front of that, probably. Oh, crap. What? There's a 4th head? Did I just see a 4th head? There is a 4th head. Okay. It is smart not to stand there. out of the way of that. Oh, almost got him, almost got him. And we got him. So what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Some raw pork chops. That was probably not from him. And yeah, what do we got here? Hydra chops. Fiery blood. I'm not sure what that's for. And a Hydra trophy. So for those that don't know, you can actually put this right down like that, and you can have a little Hydra head as your trophy. So yeah, I figured I'd show you guys that. I was told there was a chest in here, but I don't see one. If there was supposed to be one, somebody may have actually already looted it. There's a little cave system there, though. Might come back and explore that later on. But I don't see anything of where they said... Now, there is a bunch of ores in here. Definitely going to come back and collect a lot of these ores. This actually goes through to this side. I did not realize that. So it actually comes through out on this side. So that's kind of neat. And yeah, this would be kind of neat to build maybe something smaller, something like that in here. I wonder, let's dig through this just in case there is something in here. No, there's nothing in there. Okay. Boop. Okay. Continue looking, continue looking. One of those little blue guys. So yeah, that was a pretty cool fight. Probably would have been a lot harder for me had I not had the power suit armor. Yeah, ooh, bees. We can come back for those guys too. So yeah, definitely if somebody goes after that, if you don't have power suit or some really good armor on you, and as you could see, I mean, he had gotten me down below half several times, so I mean, he's a very, very strong guy to fight. But I don't see where there's any kind of chest. I had been told that there was possibly a chest or something in here, but I don't see anything. I'm going to look for a few more seconds here just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Maybe in here? Nope. Okay. Just clarifying. Alright, so we're going to head back to our house, back in the overworld, and we've got some stuff to do there. So I will see you guys when we are back there. Alright guys, we're back here at our house, and as you can see, we've put our little Hydra head here that we've got. And yeah, we've been doing some more of our storage organizing. We've got both types of rubber now, and then the third type I've actually gotten a hold of. But yeah, I vowed the other day I'm never going to chop one of those trees ever again, because they are the worst tree ever to chop. But I wanted some of these bushes here. As you can see, I've got some, and then some of the logs there. I've been collecting pretty much every type of tree there is. As you can see, we've gone down the list and gotten several different kinds here. Just kind of go through the saplings, you can kind of see what I've got. If you wonder what any of them are, just feel free to ask and I can let you know. Recently we've been working on these different colored oak trees. Some of this still has to be sorted out. It's probably going to get moved. This whole wall over here is probably going to end up being nothing but trees. And yes, I know there's tree breeding that you can do, and I'm going to be starting that soon as I have basically one of everything that you can get without breeding. So yeah, there's been some updates to some of the stuff that I've been doing around here. A lot of these blocks here, I've been doing a bunch of enchanting. I'll show you how I've been doing a lot of that here in a minute. A lot of these Zycorite or Zycoridite, however you say that, I've cooked up a lot of those and made the ingots from them. I did notice something recently that I have, let's find it here, that I did not know that was something cool. This little maze map focus, I actually found out and realized that that is something that you use to make an uncrafting table, I believe it's called. So we're going to make 8 crafting tables. I believe that's the recipe. Or an unassembly table, maybe it's called. But let's split these up. Boop. And boop. No, what am I doing? It's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's all I needed. I almost made too many. And then supposedly it's this with the focus in the middle. Yep. So it's an uncrafting table, and basically what this allows you to do is you can take this little guy, and I think we'll sit it... Actually, we're probably going to be putting it where our XP farm is, but for now I'm going to set it here. And what you can do is you can pop stuff in here, say this bow. And if we wanted to uncraft it, you can see we'll get the bow back, and it's going to cost us 3 experience. But then we can re-enchant it over and over and over and over again. Now with a bow, that's not that big of a deal. But say you have something like an Axe of the Stream, and you're trying to get the best enchant you can get, and getting XP is not that hard for you. Well, if this was repaired all the way, which it's not, and that's why it's not going to let me uncraft it, but as long as it's not damaged or anything like that, you can uncraft it. You could also repair this the normal way, but it has repair on it, so I'll just wait. But I can uncraft it and then re-enchant it, uncraft it, re-enchant it, uncraft it, re-enchant it, till I get the perfect enchantment on it that I want. And so that's pretty cool. Now, some things don't work that way. I don't think the power armor works like that, and a few other things, but we will talk about that here shortly. So the last time, I believe I had shown you guys, as you can see there, we got the brown trees being worked on. Okay, so as you guys saw last time, we had these spawners hooked up, and I don't remember if I showed you guys or if it's been a little while and I didn't show them, but I've got these. We've got a skeleton spawner, we've got this witch spawner, and we've got a cow spawner. They are all tier 5 spawners, and so when they get turned on, they will just start spawning things, and they will fall all the way down here. They'll die on impact, and these tubes will suck them up. And then I've got a sorting area down here, which we'll show here in a second, that sorts them all up, and then any miscellaneous stuff, like you can see there was a lever and a bush, a few bushes and stuff like that, that got dropped in, and so all the miscellaneous stuff goes in there. But what we're going to do is I want to show you guys something else that I've done with these now. And that is, I've done wireless redstone. And by this, I've been able to make some of the wireless cable here, which I can't for the life of me think at the moment what it's called. And then we've made a receiver that's tuned to the frequency 3332. So let's get over here before we run out of energy. This is the only part that is a little difficult to get back. There we go. So yeah, so those are set, and so they on impact just give us items. Well, I figured I needed some kind of XP farm, so down this way I've made the same thing basically, but it's a different type of room. On the back side of this one again is, oh, that's what it's called, red alloy wire, and then there's another receiver on the back. So this one only has one receiver and one piece of red alloy wire. Let's take a quick peek if we can. Hold that lag. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so you can see the piece of red alloy wire right there, and you can see the receiver. And so when that gets a signal, it'll turn off. When I flip the switch where the transmitter is, it'll turn this signal off and make the spawner start spawning. We have a 3 wide area here where the zombies drop into, and down there you can see 3 turtles. And they have a very simple code in them, and I'll show you the code here in a moment. And it's a really nice quick spawner, especially for being just one tier 5 zombie spawner. So let's see if we can get in here. Yep, perfect. Alright, so we're going to go down this way and I'll show you all the goodies. Alright, so first off is this side where all the items are sorted into. As you can see, we get tons and tons and tons of things from these guys. And these are again, the witches, the cows, and the regular skeletons. Now, eventually I may switch that to wither skeletons, but I don't know. The wither skeletons feel a bit too much, but I mean, we're already going kind of, Feed the Beast is cheaty. I mean, it just is. No matter how you look at it, there's so many different things in it. You can't try to play vanilla, and that's something that I've realized is there's different levels of how cheaty you want to be, I guess, in Feed the Beast. This to me still feels like I'm doing work because I had to go out, I had to do the work it takes to get the spawners and make the items and make the tubes and make all these different things. So this to me feels a little bit easier to set up like this. And if you guys are interested in knowing how I did this setup, I can maybe do a small tutorial, so just ask in the comment section below. And I can do a real easy tutorial on this. It's very simple. And let's see, this side over here is where we have the turtles for where the zombies come down. The command is kill, so if we hold Control T to terminate that, and we do edit kill, you can see it's a very simple command. It says while true do turtle attack up and then end. Basically that means the turtle is always attacking up, and so anytime anything, even me, anytime anything gets above it, it's going to try to kill it. So let's hold Control here, go to exit, and we'll start the command again, which is just just type in kill and hit enter. So these guys are going to start killing anything that lands on top of them. Now, on a technicality, they'll also hit things that get near them, because as you can see, if I come in from the side here, we'll test this out, you can see that I get hit. Now I'm on the side of it, but I guess it picks up that part of me is technically above it, or just it swinging its sword upwards would hit me. I don't know. But we've hooked all this up to some regular tubes here, as you can see, and we've stuck gates on each one and basically said, redstone signal off, energy pulse. So anytime this gets anything in it, in these slots here, it will automatically do a pulse that sends it into these tubes, that sends it here, and it'll automatically sort it all out with these diamond tubes for me. Now I've got it set up to where it pumps into the diamond chest first. That way the swords and shovels, mind you, we are on the 1.4 edition still, so they don't drop armor and different things like that. They're just shovels, swords, and iron. So I have this set up to where it tells all the other 4 things to automatically go through the green slot, which is this one here, and it gets divided up into these 4 sections of wherever it goes. And then anything else will automatically get pumped down into this green, or not green one, black one, and put in here. So it's basically the swords and the shovels. And it's fairly good. I mean, it's a nice little iron farm. It's not a ton of iron, but it's a decent amount. Carrots, potatoes, and of course the ultimate amounts of zombie flesh, which I actually know that we can turn that into some other things that can actually be useful. But I have to do some more research on that before I can get into that anymore. So yeah, and then the switches over here, you can see I have this one is the Witch Skelly Cow Item Farm, and then this one is the Zombie XP Farm. Now these are actually going to be changing probably sometime after I do the design on this room, and that's basically because I actually crashed the server last night, and I had to contact my brother, and he couldn't even reset the server. He had to contact the people that he got the server through, and they had to do a hard restart on the entire system just so that they could get our server back up. So it was kind of funny. Basically what happened is I turned both of these on at the same time, which is basically 4 tier 5 spawners running at the same time. I didn't think it would do that much, but yeah, about 10 seconds in of both of them running at the same time, the server just went, no, and it crashed. So, and the problem was, and this is where the problem came in, first of all, I didn't have this set up at the time. I just had levers up on the spawners. So there was no way for me to turn off the XP. And that was a problem. When I came back, there was so much XP orbs, even out in F5 mode like this, because for those that don't know, if you go into F5 mode, the lag's not so bad because you don't have all the orbs right on your screen. But even in F5 mode, I was still barely even able to move at all. My brother came in and he was able to get up there. He was even lagging on his good computer, and yeah, he was finally able to get up there and turn the switches off. So I've come up with what I call kind of like a dead man switch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have this same setup, and as you can see, we'll look behind here real quick. You can see that there are these two. One is set to 333, or 332, and 331. And those are the frequencies, basically, that the signal will be transmitted to. So 332 is the one that is for the ones up there. So that receiver up there is also set to 332. And then the zombie one up where he's at is set to 331, and so is this back one over here. So anytime the redstone signal goes through here, it powers that, which sends the signal up there, which powers the red alloy wire. Now, as it still is, we still cannot turn this off if the server crashes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an obsidian pressure plate, which can only be triggered by characters like me and Bird and different people. It can't be triggered by mobs. It can't be triggered by anything else except for players. And I'm going to set this little system up to it. That way, this one is going to stay a lever because I do leave it on sometimes when I'm not here. But if I log off, I turn it off before I leave. But, you know, I'll be doing work around my base and I'll leave this one on. This one I don't want to do that with because it would create so much lag and, of course, crash the server. So I'm going to set this one up with a pressure plate, and basically what it's going to be is once I get the design in here, the pressure plate will probably be somewhere in this vicinity. We'll probably move the anvil too. But the pressure plate will be, you know, you get in here, you're standing on the pressure plate, you get all the XP you want. But if the server gets crashed, well, of course, your person is not going to be standing on the pressure plate anymore, and unlike a wooden pressure plate, it won't get triggered by all the little orb entities. So as soon as the server crashes, it won't have a person on it anymore, therefore the signal gets turned off, and that's our dead man switch. So that is going to be very helpful in making sure that this doesn't get going too much. And so for right now, I've just got to be very leery as to how long I leave this on and everything else. But I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of how it works. It may lag somewhat, should not though too much. It's a pretty fast farm, even just for having one spawner. You can see the XP, it starts a little slow and then it just starts to build up and build up and build up. And with having 3 down here like this, you don't have to worry about that spot in between where, you know, maybe there's 2 zombies and it's only killing 1 at a time or whatever. This keeps up with, you know, if 5 spawn, it's still going to kill them pretty quickly, as you can see it's doing here. You can see my XP building up fairly quickly, and it's still going at a nice good pace. And so I can get to 30 fairly quickly. We'll go ahead and shut it off. I'm not worried about getting to 30 right now, and I don't want to lag the video too much. And as you can see, it'll have a little bit of a delay because the rest of the zombies that were built up there have to get down here. And that should be about it. Now as you can see, there are a few orbs that get stuck around the edges here. You can just kind of move around the side to get them. Eventually, see, that's the problem with those guys. Eventually I'll fix that too, to where the orbs don't have anywhere else to go and they have to come out the front. And then real quickly, hopefully it doesn't lag too much, I'll show you, yeah. So it's just kind of funny to sit here and watch those guys for a little while. There's so much stuff that comes through there, it's just ridiculous. And so that one will probably be left as a lever. And as you can see, it automatically sorts everything out right where it's supposed to go. They're all set up, and just basically I have it, you know, Whatever the black one is what's going down, and the yellow, gets sent to the right. They all get split up in this main tube. As you can see, one goes green, one set goes green, one set goes yellow, and then there's one that's directly below, which is the gunpowder, and so it goes straight down. So yeah, it's a really good sorting system, really easy to set up. It didn't take me too long to get all these things set up like this, and it works really well. But what I thought we would do today, and I'm going to probably do part of it, but not the whole thing right this second, and just kind of show you guys my idea for the design, is I want to get this set up to where we have a nice little design going on here along the floor. I thought those would go sideways. Okay, these may not work then.
No.
I was hoping they'd go sideways, but they don't go... Yeah, I could put them on the wall, but I thought they would go sideways along the floor.
No. Take that under your chest and click on the back wall.
Yeah, I did. See?
Huh.
It goes vertical. For some reason, these do not turn side to side, which is kind of weird. So that's odd. So I was going to use these instead of spruce, but I guess we're going to get stuck with spruce. So let's go grab the spruce real quick and put these guys up. As you can see, we still get a little bit of lag, but not nearly as bad as we do when we're streaming. So that's a positive. Let's walk down this way, and we'll pick off the spruce. Okay. And the spruce is pretty much the same color. That one was just a little bit darker. And I liked using it, but yeah, we're not going to be able to, it seems. So, yeah. So these turn sideways. I was thinking for a second this might have been before that update, but I was pretty sure it wasn't. So we're going to go along, and we're going to do the trim in this dark wood. And then the center here, we're actually going to do some of these Zycuride blocks. Now, I was told that these do cause lag, so I'm going to be putting them down, and if they do end up causing lag, I may have to pop them back up off of here, but hopefully we don't, because I think it's a nice little cool design. So let's go along through here. Oops, we got a double in there. So let's pop that off of there. Achievement getting wood, that's actually funny. I've been playing this, and every time for some reason I constantly get achievements. It's kind of weird. I think we're going to send this through here.
I got an achievement for making a workbench again.
Yeah, they're kind of goofy, but
yeah.
Okay, so let's run this down through here. Whoops. Hi. Okay. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to run this along through here. And I don't actually think that we're going to do the entire floor in this. I was thinking about it at first, but I think I want to do part of the ceiling in it also. I'm actually thinking about bringing some basalt in here maybe. I also have something else that I'm going to test out and see how it looks here. So let's get this floor put in first. Now, as you can see, you can't really see the wood underneath there, but I thought I'd just put it there for looks anyways. I think it should look alright by the time we're done here. But yeah, as I said, we're going to also try something else here. These acacia logs. Now, I know they're a bit lighter color, but what I'm thinking is something like this. Or actually, no, hold on. Hold on that one. We'll start with these. And a set of those there. Okay, and so my idea is in between. We're going to do something like this. Put the acacia log. And then in front of it, now we're going to have to do below it too actually. There and there. And then do something like this in between. Maybe too wide we might go, but I'm just kind of putting this there for now. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. We're going to definitely go wider with it, maybe 2 to 3 wide, so this would be, whoops, a little bit of lag. So let's take that out. Okay, acacia. And bushes. These are those bushes that were very, very hard to get, so I want to implement them to a nice little design here. Okay. Now we may even pop this in one because we have this gap here. But I like the design. I think it looks kind of cool. I may turn around and put glowstone or some kind of lamps in the floor or ceiling, or maybe even both. But I thought I'd show you guys the design, and probably the next time we come back on the video, I'll show you a little update of what we've got going on in here, and what we did with some of this redstone work. So, also, before we finish off the video, I want to go back out here and show you the little update that we did with the Thaumcraft room. I don't think I've shown it yet. Uh-oh. I'm not triggering the door. That happens every once in a while when you go through the portals. If you go back and then come back through. Uh-oh, those bushes are disappearing. Really? Why are they disappearing? Ow, got hit. That's weird. We may not be able to use those bushes because they seem not to want to stay here, even with logs next to them. I thought, because I've seen some of these disappear before, but that's weird that they don't want to stick around. Maybe I have to put the actual wood that was grown with it next to it. Those bushes are a little weird because they're not your regular Minecraft trees. Okay, let's see if we can trigger this normal now. There we go. Okay. So, remember the Thaumcraft room? I showed it off a while back, and we've been doing some work. I've been getting things that are the best types of things to use. As you know, I've got aluminum here, and they're a good iron, metal / wind. And I know that's not the actual names of the different things, but that's what helps me describe it best. You know, if I hover over here, you can see. Oh, am I lagging? Okay, so as you can see there's you know, mining and an anvil and iron. So that's what I would call them. I know they're actually called different things, but that, you know, that helps me think of it the quickest. In here we have all of our essences. I just kept them all together in one chest here. We've moved our table over here, and we've been doing a little bit of work with that, trying to learn some new spells and stuff like that. We've got this one here, and then we've got our little cauldron here, and I've made a small water source to be able to pick from. I'm probably going to try to find some kind of cover to put over at least one of the sides of this. Possibly this side, I'm thinking, so that we can only have this one corner showing. And then when we have to make our larger table, it's probably going to go here in the center. I finished off the roof. Let me know what you guys think. I put some redstone lamps up there, and yeah, I think it's, yeah, this is basalt, and this here is nether brick stairs, and I think it turned out pretty good, if I do say so myself. We do have to add a few of these guys. There's one that goes there and one that goes there. This here is, I believe it's great wood. I wanted to use some in here. I know it's something that you use for Thaumcraft, but I also wanted to use it to design with. Which tells me I'm actually going to have to put the cover there probably, so that I can be able to put this guy back, and then there'll be another one up there. So, yeah, I think that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the little tour. Real quick, I'm going to take you over and show you what I've been doing with the bees. Ow. Yeah, and I actually found out why I have so many wisps here too. I borrowed a pair of goggles from Smilarn temporarily and took a little look around my place. I've got those wisp nodes all over the place. I've got about 8 or 9 of them randomly throughout the entire place here. Plus I have one of the evil ones. That's the only thing I can think of to describe it. It's the dark swirly one with the lightning coming out. I've got a really bad one up that way. So I need to figure out how to ease the node, maybe get rid of it. I'm not sure how to combine them or get rid of them or make them better, so I've got to figure out that too. We've been doing work here. I've automated this alveary. This is the best way I could think of doing it. Basically it makes it to where we can still sort these out, and you know, this guy keeps producing each time. So yeah, we've been getting nice little amounts of iron. I'm going to start doing more breeding with these guys. I'm also going to start the tree breeding and different things like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the little things that we did here today, our little Hydra fight, and you know, the little bit of decoration we did. Next time we come back, I should have more things doing or going, and more decorations to do, and some buildings and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed everything, and if you have any suggestions, comments, criticism, anything like that you'd like to offer, feel free to put it down in the comment section below. I know YouTube kind of changed that up quite a bit, so feel free to leave any comments down there. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. So I hope you guys take it easy, and peace out.